Hi, I'm Sika Flame. Another quick one. Today I want to talk about three popular sayings which on their own is innocent, not dangerous, but have led to failures and misery, poverty, because of the way people have wrongly interpreted them. One is Ose Mere. If I want to interpret it, I would say this is just enough for me. This is just enough for me. Then two, a bird in the hand. This mindset have led some people astray and stop them from taking risks. The third one, now the one where you chop, now be your own. This ideology have stopped some people from investing, planting trees that would have served as shades for their children and grandchildren. Those words might seem simple, but the way we interpret them can either hinder us or propel us forward. Now let's go straight. Ose mere. But you and I know that Alaloif was Agua. To those who sees this as a mystery, let me interpret. That word is an innocent word. It actually signifies contentment. It's not a bad word on its own. But the ways people interpret it these days, it has become so negative. From generations, that word has been wrongly interpreted and has shifted a lot of mindsets negatively. This is just okay for me. If this is just okay for you, what about your children? And what about your grandchildren? You see, Osemere is the reason why some people are not compared to demand more from life. They call themselves Oyogwe. Who told you that there is Oyogwe and there is the rich? Then the next proverb, a bird in the hand. A bird in the hand? A bird in the hand, they roast and chop. A bird in the hand is worth 50, it's worth 5,000 in the bush. This is the ideology that have kept some people from taking risk. While you were with that bird in the hand, some people are planting trees. Their vision is to plant trees and let it attract so many kinds of animals, birds, a forest that their children will inherit, fence it and call it a zoo. You are okay with a bird in the hand. A bird in the hand. While you are busy roasting that bird in the hand and eating it, your mates are planting trees, have dreams of having a forest to live for their children as inheritance. You see that bird at hand where they roast, it will choke you. Now that bird in the hand, now it will choke you. Because some of you are the reasons why your children and your grandchildren will never be successful. Some of you, opportunities were put in your hands and you roasted it in the form of seed and you roasted it and ate it. Instead of planting it, instead of investing it, instead of taking the risk. While your mates are planting forests to attract animals, then you are roasting the bird at time. If Dangote was from a poor family, he wouldn't have made it very well. He wouldn't have made it big. At least he had an uncle, according to his testimony, an uncle that borrowed him some money for a startup. Let's be frank. You as an uncle, can you borrow your nephews and your niece a startup capital? You and I know that we had uncles when we were young. We had uncles that promised and never fulfilled their promises. Not to talk of dipping hand in their pocket and giving us money for a startup capital. Because of this idea of a bird at hand on a same. Let's do it small. This one is okay. Not thinking of the future. Not taking risks. Then the last one, the one where you chop, now be your own. The one where you chop, now be your own. So the one where you chop, now be your own. So the one where you sow a seed, where your children go reap, not be your own. The one you invested for your grandchildren, it's not yours. See, we have to be very careful with the kind of words we allow to rent free in our minds. Because before you know it, you start doing things that on a normal ground you would not be doing. You start doing stupid things and you wouldn't know where those things are coming from. They are innocent words, but sometimes they are dangerous. It's not everything you heard that our forefathers said that you just take literally. You have to question some ideology. Osemere no longer works in our generation. It worked for them in those days. Yes, because you just have a man that they have a farmland, he farms some yam, he have many children, and they will eat from the farm. He will take some of the yam to the Mr. Hunter, and Hunter will give him meat. He will take some of that yam to the in-laws to be, and they will give him wife. You know, things were very easy. There were no tasks to pay. They weren't paying house rent. They just built a simple hut and all the rest. Then Osemere was working for them. But today it doesn't work anymore. You have to change that mindset. So be careful of what you believe. Be careful of what works in your mind. Just because it worked for our ancestors doesn't mean it will work for you today. Things have changed. Things are moving fast in our generation. Osemere is no longer working. You have to do more. You have to do better. A bird at hand, throw that bird away before it choke you. Throw that bird in a hand away before it choke you, and go create a forest like your mates. A forest that your children will inherit. Now the one where you chop might be your own. It's very, very stupid word. The one where you keep might be your own. The one where you plant might be your own. The one your children will inherit, legacy might be your own. The ones you kept for the future, might be your own. Remove those ideas from your head. You are blessed.